What up, man? It's your boy, Pastor Lee. Go by many names, Suicide Ace 29, all of that. Y'all know what time it is. Smash that like button or that dislike button. Whatever you see fit, man. I'm cool with that. CASHAPP, Soul Mirror 29, PayPal, Suicide Ace 29. You already know what time it is, man. You know what time it is. Alright? Let's get to it. So we have a man named Arthur Wallace. That this incident happened in Florida, Broward, I think it's Broward County, Florida, or Dade County, Florida, something like that. And my incident happened early this morning. Was it early this morning? I forgot the reports, man. My bad, y'all. My bad. Yeah, I think it's early this morning, or not early this morning. I think yesterday morning, and then he got caught today. It was I don't think it was a traffic stop. And I think it was a traffic stop or something like that. The officer, you can see by the body cam footage that the officer was like talking to him while he opened his door. He had his hand on his shoulder. I don't know why he had his hand on his shoulder. I don't know why some officers think it's cool to touch you without any reason. But when you listen to the video of the footage of them, they didn't play the audio. They played a little bit of the audio, but they didn't play the whole audio. They stopped at a certain part, and they basically does their commentary on this news. They do the commentary of the video. They don't show the whole video. They say it gets graphic at this certain part. So they say Arthur Wallace like, please don't do this, man. I don't know what that means, because I don't know everything they was talking about. But he's like, please don't do this, man. And then next thing you know, the officer gets shot in the head. And then he's on a run. They got a quick search warrant to search the house that his family's living at. They found a lot of ammunition and stuff like that. And I think inside the house or by the house that he was staying at. So he's been on a run, and they put up $100,000. $100,000 they put up for him, and they found him, I think, no less than 24 hours. He was in Georgia in a treehouse that's linked to a black militia down there in Georgia. So let me say that again. He was found in a treehouse in Georgia that's linked to a black militia. And so when you see the new footage, the updated footage of the same cop who presented what happened to the cop who got shot, he came back after he got captured and said, well, there was a statement from Arthur Wallace was, you guys know what I'm capable of, and it could have been worse. So that's what's going on right here with this story. The officer is 26 years old. I think that Arthur Wallace is 20-something too as well. So let me give you my take on this, right? My take on this is, I want you to see how much the system values their own Blue Lives Matter versus your lives matter. I'm gonna say it again. I want you to see how the system values Blue Lives Matter versus your lives matter. I ain't gonna say Black Lives Matter. I'm gonna say your lives matter. I want you to see this. They put $100,000 on his head, and somebody gave up his whereabouts less than 24 hours. Or maybe right next to 24 hours. Let me say it again. They put up $100,000 on his head because Blue Lives Matter. Somebody snitched on him. They didn't find him. Somebody snitched on him. Gave up his whereabouts for that $100,000. Y'all really believe they was gonna find him in Georgia in a treehouse that fast? You really believe? No, they snitched him. Somebody snitched him out. You know they're not gonna say who. but somebody snitched him out. Could have been somebody in his camp or somebody nearby or somebody who knew his route or knew his plans. Because that $100,000, you know, if you know how to flip, you can flip that. But that's either here nor there on how they found out who he was. Just pay attention to how the system got money for the Blue Lives Matter, but still have the nerve to deliberate over if they're going to give the public another stimulus check. They got mad that you was making a lot of money at home because you had $600 on top of whatever you get from unemployment. They had the nerve to go deliberate about that, but they didn't have to deliberate. The Oval Office didn't have to, the White House and the politicians, the inside of the Miami City and all of that, they didn't have to deliberate on how much money they should put on somebody's head for Blue Lives Matter. They just put it up. Whatever number they wanted, they put it up, 50,000, 100,000. Somehow they just got money to put on people's heads. But they ain't got enough money to feed the children or feed the people or shelter the people. They got to talk about stuff like that. I want you to realize how crazy that is. On another note, should we feel sorry for the officer? You could. Maybe the officer, we don't know the whole story because we didn't see the whole interaction. We don't know what happened. We only know what they showed us. And what they showed us was the officer close up on him with his hands on him. Don't touch people just because you think you can. Everybody don't rock out like that. Now, maybe he feared for his life. You know, a lot of black people are getting killed because cops want to. They can do it, and somehow $100,000 is hard to come by when the victim is dead. They got to do a GoFundMe. You mean that the authorities can just pick a number and put it out when you do something to the Blue Lives Matter? But if something happened to you, your lives matter, they don't got the money to help you with the funeral or nothing. The only time they can give you some money is when the story is getting out of hand and they don't really want to let the cop go to jail per se, so they want to settle out of court. Then they'll give you a number. But why I gotta take all that? Y'all got the money, you should just give the money anyway, right? To help the family out with the funeral costs and trying to live on their life without their loved one. They got wrongfully, I'm talking about the ones that got wrongfully killed. Oh, they got money. But they play broke too at the same time. They got money to put on somebody's head. They gonna go on a manhunt for whoever touched the Blue Lives Matter. But do your lives matter? Because that's what it's called, protect and serve. So if it's protect and serve, then that means your lives should matter the same way the Blue Lives Matter. I don't scream Black Lives Matter. I say your life matter, and you know what that is. It's kind of crazy, right? They got money just tucked in the way in just in case you mess with one of theirs. They gonna come doing a manhunt to come find you. But when one of theirs mess up your life, take away your family member, wrongfully do your family member, somehow they don't got that type of money no more. They don't got that type of search no more. They don't got that type of, what is that called? Step, pepping they step to find out why the Blue Lives Matter person overstepped their boundaries. Somehow they need more time to figure it out. Ain't that something? Y'all let me know, man. Love yourself more than any relationship. Keep your eyes open, man, and see for what it is. Not for what you want it to be. You can still look at it that way, but make sure you see for what it is, too. See what the situation is and look at it just as that. Y'all see the games being played. I'll see y'all next video, man. It's Pastor Lee, man. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Cash App, Soul Mirror 29, PayPal, Suicide Ace 29. And I'll see y'all next video. Know what it is, man. Bang.